background?
Nope. Hello and blessings, beautiful souls. Avalon here with my partner in crime, Miss Anna Turian.
Hello.
We are back with another Bonestone Bash, and today we have some things to do, right? We have some things. So I hope you're all ready, because I'm not. I'm sure Anna's not. It's been a minute since we have been, here and actively like doing the things, So we're going to be doing the things again today, and we need all the help that we can get. And you guys are amazing with your ideas. So today we are going to be, designing the Bonestone Box. So the box, the outer box that it's going to go in, the one that's going to sit up on your shelf if you still use the box, the one that you toss aside if you're not the type of person to use the box, but store it anyway, or the one that could end up in your fireplace if you're that type of person as well. So either one of those scenarios, the box has to be banging and we want it to be beautiful. And so that's what we're going to do today. Also, I have sketches. Ah. I have the sketches. Anna's like, let's do the sketches today. And I said, no, I'm not game. Because I have like 3 small children, a puppy, and a very messy husband. And I was terrified that if I took them out of the box that they would get damaged in some way. And she's like, no, I put them all in plastic sleeves because I anticipated this. And I was so nervous. I had to climb up on a chair and fetch them from the very top hidey nook in my tiny home kitchen. And then just as I walked outside, it started raining and I was like, no! So I was bolting up to the cottage with a plate full of biscuits, a puppy chasing, and my phone in my back pocket threatening to fall out. And I finally got here and I'm like, nothing to it. That was easy as.
Guys, if you hear me coughing, I'm like in the process of a cold, so I'm gonna try and mute as much as possible, so you don't get the full-blown effect. But yeah, I managed to get something from my little one, and
they're such good sharers.
Yes.
Let's turn on some lights here, folks, because the light is actually, there we go. Let's create a little light. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. It's still quite dark. Anyway, let's have a look at the chat, which is currently popped out, but that I cannot see because, oh, here we go. Okay. So we have Danielle, Sonia, Solaria. We've got Luna, that's for certain. Christy, Sarah.
Hero Alchemist.
Anissa. Oh, Gru. 100, right? Okay. The Scattered Mystic. Tarot Alchemist. Oh, hello, Gorgie. Lakeview Medium and the Tarot. Sarah Mint. Alicia Han. Turner. Persephone. Tarot. Oh, yes, Danielle Parker. Bwen. Yay! Regina, Darcy, Debbie, Groon, Ebony, Sarah. Have I said them? Have I said everybody? I think I've said everybody. Hello and welcome, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining. Well, okay. That was my thing in the background. Sorry about that. I don't often, I haven't done a Bonestone Bash from my Mac before. So it's a thing. Anyway, so let us get started, and hang on, I've got to find my bearings because I'm looking at all these different screens. Oh God, Anna, it's so hard.
See, I've always been on a Mac. I have troubles with PC if I have to get on a PC. I can never figure out all the commands and stuff, and
Gotcha. Yeah, this is it in reverse. Right, so folks, let's just do a quick little catch up. For those who don't know and who have accidentally stumbled across this little part of the world, we're talking about this deck, the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot, a deck that I created with the beautiful Anna, and a deck that the artwork is completed And the book itself is damn near completed. It's going for the second round of edits. Now, I was having a hell of a lot of trouble with the astrology of the book, and this is something that I may have mentioned already in the Bonestone group. I had the books, folks. I had the books. I had the tarot books. I had the astrology books, and oh my goodness, such contradictory information. I didn't know it would be that hard. So I usually have a rule of thumb where if I can find the same piece of information repeated 5 times across independent sources, that to me is as good as fact. But I was unable to find that. So I got to the point where I'm like, if I can see it repeated twice, then we're doing good here. We're doing good. But I got really nervous. So I tapped a friend of mine who happens to be in the chat here. You might know her. Her name's Annabelle Wen. And I asked her, I'm like, can you help me with the astrology for this book, please? Because I can't even. I managed to find the information for everything except for the page of, I want to say Page of Pentacles. It was really hard. I couldn't find it. And then I ended up just having to like just somebody help me kind of thing. And B-Wen was like, of course. And then because she's a trooper, she also forwarded the Bonestone book. And if you guys read the foreword, you're gonna die, all right? But that's not something that I'm going to read out loud because there have to be a few surprises, don't there?
Did you put in when it was done live? Did you add that in, the copy?
No, but I've still got to add Annabelle's beautiful information in. I need to know more about the copy for spark plugs. Okay. Yes, so B-Wen's given me some of the information for the astrology component. Tess, the editor, has sent me back her second look at it, and I've gone and judged it. I'm not really great with using programs for editing, folks. It's actually like, it's a bit challenging. I'm good with social media. I'm crap with like office work. So that aside, that's going through the process. I will now be taking the information that B-Wen so kindly provided for the astrology plus the foreword, and I'm going to send it, I'm going to embed it into the text, into the document or the manuscript, and sending it back to Tess. She's going to have a third look at it. By that stage, I'm going to get... It's so hard. It's so much work. I can't even. I'm exhausted even talking about it. And yeah, so I've got a few more things to do after that, but that's basically where we are. And you might like to know that my husband, who you know, many of you know our story. He booted his high-profile job, and we moved off grid to live like hippies and like zero wasters and, you know, just do the things, right? Well, now that he's home and he's primary carer of my children, he drops them off, makes their lunch, does all those sorts of things. He also thinks that it's his job to nag me. So how's the editing going for the book? So that's the next step. So are you going to be doing the boxes next? So you should probably do the Excel spreadsheet with the mailing list. So, and I'm like 2 years, dude. It's been 2 years in the making, and you can't just step in now and like stuff with my mojo. It's probably good that I have all of the you know,
now he's free and has time to actually think about it, and he wants to get involved. You know, before he was maybe a little stressed and couldn't really. Yeah,
that's exactly right. Yeah. See what I have to put up with? Do you see what I have to put up with? It's not even, it's funny, but it's actually not even funny, because honestly, this morning was one of those days. This morning was one of those days. He's like, yeah, you know, this is what he said to encourage me. He's like, yeah, you've still got so much work in front of you. Like, all the hard work is like yet to do. Like, you are going to be like, it's going to be hard work. And I'm looking at him going, because everything up until this point has been like a dream, right? Everything up until this point hasn't been hard work. I need him to go to the farm sometimes. So just go to the farm. Go to the farm and plant something. Go to the farm and dig something. No, but it's been really fun. And now that he can actually get involved, he's looking at it and he's thinking, wow, you've got so much work to do. And I'm like, yeah, but I was also doing that work for the past 2 years with 3 children in my care and, you know, being a professional reader and uploading videos and you're much in the same boat, exactly the same boat, in fact. Exactly, pretty much exactly in the same boat. And so it wasn't easy. It was never easy. It's never been like a super duper easy thing. Has it been fun? Yes. Has it been challenging? Yes. Has it been emotionally stressful sometimes? Yes. 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 Have I had to develop a thick skin? Yes. Have I made best friends with Anna? Yes. Will I do another tarot deck? Yes. 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 Yes, 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 yes. So let's get amongst it, folks, because this is the longest intro in the history of intros. And I really can't even. I can't even with this damn.
So open up the package. You have to open it eventually.
All right, I'm going to open it. I need scissors. Hang on, I'll grab some scissors. Oh, no, I might not need the scissors. Hang on. Okay.
You've had this package for like over a month, I think.
I know, but I'm very nervous with things.
You've had it. I can't believe that you weren't curious to open it up. I would have like been ripping it. I'm like, see, it's like getting a deck. You keep decks and you don't open them. Like I've seen them in boxes.
Yep.
I cannot do that.
It's called delayed gratification.
Yeah, not do that at all. It's like having a good bottle of wine and not opening it.
I have a box of wine that I drink incrementally. Does that count?
Yes, kinda.
Oh, okay. Yes, well, I get very nervous because these are not mine, right? These are the sketch of the people. And the last thing I want is for them to go up in flames in my tiny home because now I have a fire. And by the way, when you live in such a small space and you do use a fire to heat your place every day, the place just gets super dusty. So it was out of preservation. At least when I knew where they were, in their box, mind you, in my head, they're like, they're safe. La, 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 la. Oh, you weren't kidding. Yeah, okay. Holy doolies, Anna. How did you get this in the bag?
I told you I wrapped it really well.
You weren't lying. You should see this stuff. This is like, I need to be MacGyver right now.
Because I had to make sure, you know, because they'll throw the box. And sometimes if they'll put something really hard on it, it'll bend the box. So I was trying to, and the more you write on it, do not bend. It's like they try to bend it. So I was just making sure. I was getting ready to put a steel plate in there, but then I thought it might be a little too much.
That's so funny. I just sent a tablet to my sister, who's become a YouTuber, by the way. Just so you know, my baby sister, she's on the tube now, and she's talking mumminess and consumerism and all that kind of stuff. And anyways, all of her technology decided to shit itself all in one foul swoop. And she's not a pessimistic person. She didn't even really complain. She's just like, I think my good luck's run out. That was basically the most pragmatic thing that she had said. Oh my gosh! Okay, so you've actually glued them down to the cardboard as well.
So this is how I send stuff. Like if people buy something, this is how I send it, because at least if something happens to it, I don't feel as guilty because I know that I've done everything that I can humanly possibly do.
You are. They're like fully tacked down, and then they had this like card thick, big, it's ply. Let's just call it ply. We had a piece of ply. Over the top of it, a piece of ply, we would call it backing board. And then it's like fully sticky taped down and they're covered in some kind of material.
Now when you put them back, it's super protected. See? You're going to love me for that.
Yeah.
You hate me now.
I already do love you, Anna. You really didn't need to go through. All right. So, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm too busy complaining about the fact that I can't get the sticky tape off the plastic. And then I'm totally missing out on the beauty. Look, folks, it's the Emperor. The Emperor. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, what's behind? Oh, they're so good, Anna. They're so good. Look at that. They're here, folks. They're here. They're still very stuck in there, though.
Just pull one out, one envelope, pull it up, and then it'll come up. It will peel off the thing because it's plastic. The plastic will just peel off.
Oh, okay.
Like that. Yep. And then inside there's a couple of them.
Oh my gosh. Hang on, I've got to try and pull this. Maybe oh, don't you do it. I got to get some scissors.
It's all good. She'll thank me after.
Apparently I can't do unboxings anymore. Oh, and I have the added pressure of having to put a piece of wood on my fire. Hold on a second.
Not with the drawings with you.
No, they're not with me. I promise. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim just this excess sticky here. Stick you there. Oh. I'm not going to open them all up, folks. They are going to stay preserved. But this one. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
There you go.
So, nothing like some high, intense, original sketches. Look at that.
Here's Peanut.
Hi, Peanut. Hi, Chris Hemsworth. Oh, Jagged Heart. The controversial Two of Swords. Why put a baby on her back? Leave the baby. It's amazing. Don't put a baby on the back. It doesn't make any sense. See what that was the conversation that was actually had. Oh my goodness. Devil. Oh, I like it, lovers. The sun. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, look, it's got a bit of color on it. I love the blood highlights.
I think that's the only, well, actually yeah, that one has the blood highlights, yes.
Temperance. Oh, that's the best temperance in the world. The moon. Gosh, you know what? Yes, we made this deck, but I have favorite cards. I actually do. But now that I'm flicking through them all, I don't remember which ones were my favorite. Hangman, the Chariot. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Okay. This has to go immediately back. Don't even look at them too long. Oh God, how am I going to get them back in, Anna?
You're just going to stick them, put them together, stack them in, and then just seal it back up.
Yeah, but it's foldy and sticky all at the same time.
Hold the top with one hand, and then the other side of it.
It's only a little bit stressful. Okay. Second round. These are on proper art card. I'm not pulling them out. I can't. They are different to these, though. They're bigger. See,
they vary depending on some needed more space than others. So it, and also throughout 2 years, I went through different notebooks, and you know, you can't always.
Legit, folks. It's legit.
The paper is the same, it's like Strathmore paper, but the size varies a little bit. Not by much, but like a couple inches.
I love it. I'm so nervous holding it, though. I don't know what kind of a state I'm going to be when I, like... What the fuck is happening here? What's happening?
I want to be a little fly so I can see exactly what you're doing there, because you look so frustrated.
Hang on, hang on. Something's happened here. Something's happened. There's sticky tape on one of the prints. I don't know what's happened. But this is careful excavation. It has to be done now. Anna, you go talk to them. Well, I have to sit on the floor to do this.
Okay.
I need a scalpel.
It's fine. Don't worry. Just put them to the side. But anyway, hey guys. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of a talking here. Anyway, I've been away for the summer, so we haven't had a chance to do any of these bashes because I actually went and visited my family in Romania, and I was there for like 2.5 weeks, and I didn't get to do anything else, any work. I left with pencils and paper, getting ready to draw, and I thought I was going to actually get work done, but I didn't do anything. It was just not even one line of pencil on paper. So I'm doing the work that I was supposed to be doing a month ago now, pretty much. And now the kids have started school, and it's freeing up my time a little bit. But today we're going to be doing the box for Bonestone. At least we're gonna be talking about it, hopefully sketching some things out, and getting your input, because there's so many ways that to design the box, and yeah, it's the first thing that you see even for the. I mean, you guys know the deck, but for a lot of people, when they get it, that's the first thing that the tangible that they get is the box. So it has to look good.
That's exactly right. It does have to look good, and also it has to look good on the shelf, and it has to look good on Instagram photos, because I know you people are gonna be snap happy with it. I know, right? So this is what I was facing. This is why I was like, oh. the side of this sleeve undid on both sides and the sticky tape was stuck to it. So I'm not sure what happened.
But probably when it got pulled, but it can be glued back in. It's fine.
No, it's totally fine. But I was panicking that there was pieces of sticky tape directly onto the paper, and there aren't. There aren't.
Those sleeves, any art store has those sleeves. Those are like 11 by 17. And
11 by 17. Yeah. I'm going to go to an art store and get about 37 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to, these are the ones that are on Strathmore. You can tell that the difference in cardstock here. Absolutely stunning. Right, so that's enough. That's enough. Okay, I'm stressing. Do you see how stressed I am? I'm just like, don't hurt them. Don't hurt them. Now I'm gonna find another secret fucking hidey hole for them so that the children that are terrorize me because I'm terrified.
Put them underneath your bed.
It's stressful.
Put them under the bed.
I'm not putting them under the bed. I sleep on the floor, Emma. On the floor, like food on
the mattress. Put them under the mattress. The dog can't get it. The kids can't get it.
I'm going to put it up here. Look, I'll show you. Hang on. That's my undies. That's my underwear.
You're going to put it with the underwear?
Yeah, totally. Light blue and pink. Just in case. There we go. They're all together. My pants are falling down.
Okay.
Thing. That was only a little bit stressful.
It's a good jolt of adrenaline, you know? Keeps you fresh. What
the fuck? What happened?
Nothing happened. They're still there.
I was just fiddling around with screens, right?
Yes, it's fine.
Radio. So what have we got here? What's the chat saying? What have we got?
Well, Veronica Jude is here. Hi, Veronica.
Hi, Veronica.
And she's chatting.
The Eclectic is here. Lisa Dom.
About probably a deck that's on the way or something. Yeah, Circle of Life Tarot. There you go. See, I'm catching things. I see things as they fly.
What does that look like? Circle of Life.
I don't know.
Shall we Google it? Now, let's start our design of the box. But first, let me Google this deck. Circle. Oh.
So,
because you know I got the Weaver's Oracle, don't you? Oh, yeah. I know this one. That's all right. Alrighty. So I know, I'm sure they know that you want to have a box that will divide the deck in two and hold it side by side like that. Yes. Okay. So, and the book is going to go on top of the box, on top of the deck. Yes. So, hang on a second. I'll see if I've got an example here of what it is I'm talking about. Aha, I found it. Found my example. All right. Here we go. So, this here is the Sacred Creator Oracle by Chris Ann Donnelly. And this is pretty much what I aspire to as far as packaging goes. Big shout out to Chris, who is an incredible entrepreneur and an absolutely beautiful soul. If you don't know about this deck, I sincerely hope you check it out because it is full of just like incredible wisdom and great little affirmations. Not your standard deck, but a beautiful, beautiful work of art nonetheless. So, as far as our box goes, it will be like this. So hopefully it will have the little finger slots because you guys know, like there are boxes that don't have that and then it's really hard. Like the suction, it's really hard. You've got nothing to grip on. Anyways, enough complaining. This is the book itself. So the book, hang on, I have to arrange this. Here we go. Here we go. It's not evenly split because, believe it or not, I use this deck. So I've just split it up. So it will sit in the box like this, again with the little finger bits on either side so you don't have trouble getting it out. And that will go snugly into the top. So fit beautifully into the top. So it will look like that. And then the lid.
So, okay, so right now, the width of the box is going to be determined by the size of the book. We already know and also they're gonna, since the deck itself is gonna be on 400 GSM, so
Yep.
the individual stacks will be higher than the deck you have right now.
No, actually it won't, because Chrisanne Donnelly has used 400 GSM cardstock.
But how many cards does she have?
79, 8. Hang on. Ooh. No, she doesn't have quite as many. 61, 62? 62 cards she's got in here. So we're going to have 79. So it's going to be a little bit thicker.
So it'll be a little bit thicker. So that information, the width of the actual side of the box, so the way that is going to be determined, the printer will have to tell us that, because the way it goes is, so when you finish your manuscript and how many pages you have, then we're going to put it into the book format. And so what's the size of the book that she has right now? Like measurements.
Oh, I don't know. I don't have a ruler. Hang on, I might have one. Just give me a quick second.
Technical stuff, folks. The ins and outs.
I actually don't have a ruler.
Okay, well, when you get a ruler, we're going to need to measure it. Or if you don't really care, it doesn't have to be exactly, per millimeter, right?
It doesn't. I guess the actual, yeah, we're just going to have to wait to see what the size of the piles are when the deck is actually printed. So,
well, what's going to happen is we're going to take the book. You're going to measure whenever you get a ruler. Give me an estimate. I think it's a 5 by 8 inches. It looks like a 5 by 8 inch book. So let me see.
You know what would be really fun and probably a bit easier is if I message Chris Ann and say, "Hey, Chris, what's the specs here? What sort of specs?" Tell me exactly what they are, and then I don't have to message.
She was on.
Was she? Chris! I didn't see her.
Yeah. So
really? Is Chris Ann Donnelly here?
Was in like 10 minutes ago. I'm not sure if she's still there, but she was. Anyway, once we flow in the text, say you have a 5 by 8 book, then you're gonna print it on whatever stock of paper that you're going to print it on. You decide. Then the printer will tell you exactly. They'll say like, okay, for say a 300-page book, but with this type of paper, and the cover, you're gonna have to select the cover. The paper quality of the cover. So, what do I have here? Let me see. Bear with me, guys. Okay. Okay, I have the Wildwood and the Wildwood Tarot here, and the Gateway to the Divine Tarot book here. So they're about the same kind of size. This one is, this one's 5, a little over 5 by 8. So this one's 5 by 8. Oh, look, somebody gave me the specs. Yay. Yeah, okay, so 8 by, oh, okay, here we go. I'm going to copy this. Thank you, Grunell. I've got to copy this. All right.
That's beautiful. I messaged Chris anyway, so she may get back to me as well. And 63. Okay.
What they're going to do, because like for instance, like okay, so this book here, like Ciro Marchetti, I can't pronounce his name ever.
Ciro Marchetti.
The book, the cover is a little thinner. The Wildwood is thicker. Cover is thicker, and the different whatever page quality you select is going to influence the width of your book. So take the width of the book plus the height of the decks when you split them. That's going to give you the size of the box itself.
Well, this is a good sturdy. This is nice paper. This is good paper. I don't mind it. So I'm gonna have to go in and talk to Kanara about all of this.
That is something that the printer you could actually have them, or if you like this particular stock, just ask Chris Ann what type of paper was specifically and what cover stock it was, and then you would give that. Once we have it flown in, everything is flown in the book itself, then we have a page number count, and then they can give the spine width. Yeah.
Okay. And then, I'm writing this down. I'm listening and I'm writing. See?
So the cover of the book is usually designed separate to the inside of the book. So the way it's designed is you design the cover separate, and then you design the inside of the book. They're two separate files. So one is a little bigger because it's the cover, has to overlap, but the cover is going to have the spine. Since it's perfect bound, this one's perfect bound. So yeah, so we're gonna get the spine, and then we can figure out the sides. But that doesn't mean we cannot design the cover of the book and the box and the back of the box. Like all the elements that are going to be on the front and the back of the box can be designed.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So
let's freaking do that.
Okay. But just keep it at the back of your mind, because what's going to happen is you have to decide. And here's the tricky, like if you're going to have a type on the side, and this is important because if somebody actually would keep the box, like I have boxes, like if you don't put the name of the stuff that you, all right, so the Wild Unknown, there's the name on the side. Because if you stick it in the shelf, so people can know what it is.
That's a good point. And as a book lover, that's important to me. That's something that I would like.
Yeah. So for the cover itself, you gotta either put something that is an image that captures the essence of the deck, or you can make it more abstracty. So it depends how you want to go. There's decks that have more of a geometry. So for instance, there's decks that will take the back of the card and use the back of the card and put that on the cover and just put the text inside the cover. So for instance, our back of the card is the I'm going to draw it quickly, the leaf, and you have the kind of two leaves, right? Yeah. So say if this was a box, like here, imagine that this is the front of the box. You can do it this way. You can have the name. I hope I can spell.
By the way, does anyone think that the Page of Cups looks like Benabel Len?
Ha ha! Yeah. That's so funny. So okay, so all right, so this is just one example. I'm not saying do this, but I'm giving you an example where you take the back of the cards and you use it as a placeholder for your type. So like here, I removed, like you would use the design element and say Bonestone and Earth Flesh Tarot within the actual pattern.
Yeah.
So that's one way. And then another way is that you actually bring an image from the deck, and we can put that on the cover. But we also have to keep in mind that the name of the deck is very long. You have Bonestone, which is a very long word, and Earth Flesh.
Yeah.
So that is a tricky.
It's a tricky one to fit in there.
It's a tricky one to fit in, but not impossible. It's just
I need a good artist. I need a good artist to help me out.
You gotta play on typography a little bit.
All right. Well, I've just selected from the deck certain images that I think would either look good on the cover or the front of the cover of the box, the front of the box, or the cover of the book, right? And these are the Hermit.
Okay, I'm writing down.
The Moon. I'm particularly fond of the Moon.
I love the Moon. The Moon is my favorite, one of my favorites.
The Magician. The Ace of Pentacles. The Hierophant. The Two of Swords. The Strength card, another favorite.
Okay.
High Priestess. And the Fool.
The Fool. Okay. Wait, HP and Fool. Okay. All right. So somebody said, so what were, I'm going back on the dimensions here. Something about 5, almost a 6. Come on. 5 by 8 for the book. Okay, 5.5 by 8 for the book. 5? Right. Hold on. 5.25. Okay. All right. So why don't we? Okay. We can talk about a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about the text and how we're going to place it, because that's going to impact what image we use.
Perfect. Go.
So I think, and I've been thinking about this for a while.
What you have?
That we
Oh, hold on a second. It's Benabel's birthday. Did you see that?
No.
It's her birthday.
I see Benabel.
Excuse me. This is very, very important. So, happy birthday to you. Sing it with me, Anna. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Benabel Wen. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip hooray! Hooray! Hip hip hooray! Right. Perfectly and properly honored. As it should be. Love me a good birthday cheer. Right. So let's have a look.
So I think that keeping it like concise, like in a unit within itself, is a good way to go, because I wouldn't want to separate, like have Bonestone at the top and Earth Flesh at the bottom. Like it has to be in a little box, kind of, not within a box, but I'll explain. I'll actually show you what I mean. So something like this. So let's say you have
I'm trying to think.
Okay, so like this. Let's see. So if you have Bonestone and Earth Flesh and Tarot underneath.
Yep.
That's going to bring it together, and you can put it either at the top or at the bottom. It's going to give it a little bit more. And then, you know, you have to decide how you're going to introduce yourself. I know you want to put Avalon, or do you want to put, yes, okay. So you would have to put, I'm looking through some, there's different ways that you can write. Like you can say, you know, by Avalon Cameron, and with illustrations by Anna Torian. Like we can put that at the bottom.
Yep. Yep.
Have it at the bottom, kind of thing.
Yep.
So, but that's kind of how I'm thinking.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. I keep it simple. I see it, the Bonestone at the top, the author at the bottom. For me, that seems right. I mean, you could reverse it, but it just, no, I reckon at the top, yeah. Title at the top, author and illustrator down the bottom. Focus image, and that focus image. And then on the book, pretty much the same thing. Bonestone, Earth Flesh. Instead of tarot, it would be guidebook. Would that still work? Same style?
You can put on the actual. All right, let's see. So you can have on the box itself. You can say Bonestone and Earth Flesh Tarot. And hello, Luke. Excuse me, folks.
Oh, he's getting so big. We've watched him grow. The last 2 years, we've actually watched him grow, whether you realize it or not. It's happening.
Which Afara should clean this, okay? Yeah. Okay. Bit of a little moment there.
Benabel, I'm not using the Brusha card. That would be, I don't even know. I just don't even, I can't, do you know what I mean? I can't put an image of myself.
What if you put this on the box? If you have Bonestone and Earth Flesh Tarot underneath, and then you say deck and guidebook, like on the box underneath.
Yeah.
You could say that, and then it kind of answers what's inside.
Well, that's exactly right. So what would you do? Just have a plain image, or just put guidebook? Or
like I would, like you could, the box itself could have this on the cover and the image, and then when you the book itself would say Bonestone and Earth Flesh guidebook on the cover, you know, or guide, however you want. I'm trying to think how have others done it? How have others done it? Do they write there?
How have others done it? Indeed.
This is what you do.
Going out.
What others have done. Let's see. You can write the word guidebook on like just actually have. So the inside of the actual book would be same thing.
I like the idea of keeping the book cover relatively uncluttered, but still have the detail on it. And somebody did ask me, or actually a few people have asked me, if I should name the book separately, similar to, say, Marielle Tarot. So you've got the Marielle, and then you have her book, her companion book for the tarot deck, which is Chasms of the Abyss. When you read the guidebook, it is Chasms of the Abyss, right? So I've been on the fence about that. So is that something that you think that maybe we could throw that out there to those watching at the moment, to the Bonestone crew, and see if they think that a separate name for the guidebook And the reason why I didn't completely dismiss this idea initially, going, no, it's just going to be called a guidebook, is because of the way that I have approached the writing of that book. And rather than it being your standard descriptive type, as in, this is the magician is standing this way, he's wearing this, the symbolism is this, etc. I haven't done any of that because I genuinely believe that you can use your eyes or intuitively feel what's coming from that card anyway. And so what I have done is I've added a narrative. So I've added the story behind the magician from a Bonestone perspective. And so they've each got a narrative, which I have, shared with you on several occasions for different cards. And therein lies a bit of a different approach. So it is kind of a bit of a storybook at the same time. It wasn't intended to be a storybook. It's just how it happened. The deck sometimes takes charge. And so because it isn't your typical guidebook, it is, but it isn't. You know what I mean? It still has the meanings, it has the keywords, it has the things, but it is a little bit of a space of its own as well. Yeah. So I don't know. Should it be given a separate name? Yes or no? Putting it to a vote out there for the peeps. I think Molly, black and blue, she's having some computer issues there. Could be used as a standalone book. I love it. Double the Ace of Pentacles for the box. Aww, Ace of Pentacles is very beautiful. Yes, companion book instead of guidebook.
Companion.
Yeah, I like the idea.
I like that. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah. Like Ian Daniels' Phantasmagoria. Yes, like Ian Daniels' Phantasmagoria. I'd be lying if I said that Ian Daniels' Phantasmagoria wasn't sitting at the table with me when I was writing the Bonestone. So it will go into my reference list, which is not yet written because I don't know how to write reference lists and I need help. So that's going in there. Holistic Tarot is going in there. Tarot Wisdom is going in there. 78 Degrees of Wisdom. How to read Tarot around the Tarot in 78 days. Tarot 101. Understanding the Tarot Court. Astrology, Tarot Astrology. There was many. Tarot Fundamentals. There was many. There were many books used. Many books used. They all must be listed there. But yes, just like Phantasmagoria. True story.
So yeah, like, something like that. Like you can decide to do that. You don't have to, like, sometimes people pick the title after the fact. Like after they finished, it kind of clicks to you.
Yeah, I think I'll have to wait.
I mean, I would still put like on, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you feel that having deck and companion book or guidebook on the cover of the box is important? Like when you buy a deck, do you feel like
you could have set instead?
What?
You could have Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot set. Is there another way of saying it? Because I feel like I've got so many decks. I should just go and have a look.
You want to have two words because you're fitting it underneath the word tarot. So it's
true.
It's a lockup thing.
Okay, so Lisa Hunt's Fairy Tale Tarot has none of it. She's just got Fairy Tale Tarot.
Yep.
What have we got here? Let's have a look at it. Gods and Titans, Oracle, Stacey DeMarco, illustrations by Jimmy Manson. That does not have talk of a guidebook. All right. What else? Yeah, look, I don't know if it's absolutely crucial to even write it.
Sorry?
I'm not sure that it's crucial to write tarot, and guidebook.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
So do you wanna? Okay, so why don't we're only at an hour mark? How about I'm gonna open up Photoshop and pull up some of those images that you talked about. I'm gonna pull out the. Now this is the book. Okay, sorry, the box.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out the moon. I'm going to pull up the magician. And where's the magician? I should know where the magician is.
Medusa, that's also a good one, Solaria.
You know which one I think would look really cool too? The Justice card would look cool.
On the cover?
Yeah.
Ooh, let's go have a look at the Justice because she's a sexy. Well, they are sexy.
I think it might, I mean, I don't know. I can look at it, but I think it would look interesting.
I think that the Ten of Swords would also look really good. I think that would be.
They would get very scared. People are gonna think that. All right.
The Ten of Cups looks really nice as well, I must admit. I'm trying to go for ones that have really striking colors as well. You know, it attracts the eye. And I must admit that, you know, the aces and, oh gosh, even the Three of Cups is a beautiful one. Oh, there's so many good images. Who created this deck? Oh, you know what? This is a great one too. The Seven of Wands.
Yeah.
Dynamic. I'm going to put that in the pile. Anyone want Peanut for the cover? He lost his fight. Will he make it to the cover? Oh, Peanut.
Peanut.
Oh. Yeah, I'm reviewing it all. There's me. There's me.
So
yep.
I think so we're only doing the right now. I'm thinking just so we get a feel of the cover. Whatever you do on the cover, then on the back you pretty much have to have like the images, some images from the deck. You know, nice so people can sometimes when they pick up the box they don't know. Some people won't know what the images look like, and I hate it when they don't put that. There's some decks and you don't see that on, and yeah. I hate sitting in Barnes and Noble and trying to find images before I actually buy the deck. So we did put that
one grizzly one on the back, shouldn't I?
A grizzly bear?
No, what? one of the sort of like, should I put some of the more like cards on the back?
I would put well, okay. This is tricky because if you put trigger cards are the 3, the 10, death card. People want to know what those look like, you know.
Devil.
The devil, like they'll be like, okay, but you'll get the deck and like I hate the 3 or I hate the 10 or I don't know. So I would put one of those just so they can get a feel, and then I would put
3. I'll put the 3 of
and just I would give like an ace, a court card, like a feeling of an ace, a court card, one of the critical cards, a major arcana card, so you can kind of get you know, that kind of a.
All right. Oh, hang on. I've got a lot of red here. I must be in a bit of a red mood.
Well, it stands out, you know. It does stand out.
All right. This is what I'm sort of looking at.
So I'm gonna pull some. Let's do some rough.
How many thumbnails do we need for the back?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you would need, I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, I think, let's see. All right, I'm reading through. The devil. Christina says you should put the devil. Solaria is saying Ace of Cups. Make it smaller. Moon Magician or Ace of Pentacles. Tower card. Lisa said tower card.
Yeah.
So, well, I'm gonna pick a couple of covers. I'm gonna try and do some rough comps.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see what it would look like. And you need a dark. Here's the thing. I think you need a darker background color to support the cards and the box. So the box, I would go with I would go with the darker color because like black stands out. White, the more you touch it, the dirtier it's gonna get. The deck is not soft, so you can't. I wouldn't go with pink or pastel-y colors because it doesn't speak to the deck. So I would use a bold color, something to support the text, and think about it as a unit. So when the box is going to be big, right? You're going to see the main image. You're going to have copy at the top, text at the bottom, who made it, and all that.
Yeah.
Then it's going to wrap around the sides. When you stick it into a bookcase, you want to have something that will pop. So you need a solid background. I wouldn't go with too much pattern, only because this is not the type of deck that has pattern in it. Like it's an image kind of thing. And the back is you're going to have thumbnails of the cards.
How many though? How many thumbnails?
So, let's see.
That's a comfortable view. Hey, that's a pretty comfortable 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 8.
It depends on what you want. Like, for instance, the Wildwood only has 3, and they have a lot of text. The Wild Unknown has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has 14 images. Small. See?
Yeah, I think that's good. I like that because that gives you variety, especially when people won't let you touch the cards.
Yeah.
So I'd go for 14 or at least. What have I got here at the moment? I've laid out.
Let's see now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8.
I have Illuminati has 4. I just think you need. I'm one that I want to see when I'm buying.
Yeah. I think the more the merrier, without putting the whole deck on the back there. So what I've allocated for the back, more or less, and you guys can help me sort of like decide. But anything that I've really put for the cover, which I've already sort of shown you, I've also added, potentially for the back, like options for the back, which are the Ace of Wands. What is that? The Ace of Cups. So one of the aces. King of Swords. 3 of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles. The Chariot card. The Queen. Emmanuel. Then we have the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Wands. So I also obviously have quite a number selected, like the Queen of Swords for the potential cover. And anything that's sort of been allocated for the cover could potentially be used, that doesn't get used obviously for the cover, can be used on the back. Like I would love to see Temperance in the back. I think that's a beautiful card. The Fool has to make it one way or another.
Yeah.
Either the back or the front. I'm
my best to try and incorporate one of those, and I mean that one. I'm working as I'm speaking to you guys, so I'm trying to put in these images. I'm trying to. You're gonna get a sense of it, but then what happens is the artwork needs to be a little adjusted and retouched a little bit, and then There's tweaks, you know, moving text and all that. And when you lay it out, you have to lay it out like it won't look like a box when you lay it out. That's the weird part. That's the really stressful part. When you lay it out, it doesn't look like a box. It looks like this weird map. Okay.
Oak, ash, and thorn. Forest green. I like.
I'm going to message you the JPEGs.
Perfect. Okay.
Print them for, how do I do this? How do we get them to see? Can you you can't post things on chat. Can you post things on chat? Can you post images on chat?
I don't think I can.
Try it out and let me know.
There's no like.
Because I can't share screen. I don't know how to do that. I know what I think Alora did that one time. I don't know how she did it.
She's a smarty pants. She's a smarty pants. Yeah, talking about you live and the fact that you are a smarty pants.
So I'm going to do a couple of the images so you can kind of see what it looks like. And then you're going to have to imagine that what you're looking at is the top of the box without any flaps. Okay? Use your... oh, and a lot of decks sometimes will actually use the same image on the cover. I've seen that done.
Oh, you can screen share, can you?
I don't know. I have never done it. Can I screen share?
No, I can. I can screen share.
But well, then if I send it to you, you can screen share. Yes?
Yeah. Okay.
Is that?
I can probably do that. Let's do that. Let's try that. Let's try this new Fandangle thing. I've got a lot of shit open here, guys.
Hey, Laura. Laura, where have you been? You're like hiding.
If you had a face on Alora, I would be adding you to this chat. So what's your current situation? What do you look like? She's pretty, folks. She likes to be pretty. Like, I don't have any fucking face on.
Should I put
this?
Am I messaging that? I can't speak. Am I messaging what I've done on Facebook or am I messaging it on email? What's easier?
Yeah, message it on Facebook.
All right. All right, guys. I'm working in my previous job. I'm now laying. Okay, here we go. I'm sending you a bunch of covers.
Left side of the screen, Anna. That's what you said. Left side of the screen. Did you see that?
I don't see anything.
Okay, so when you go to the left side of the screen, do you have any of those controls like Hangout box?
Chat room. In the chat itself?
No. Like the screen that you're looking at me through, so your live screen.
Yeah.
To the left-hand side, there should be the chat box. Like when you go all the way to the end, it's usually like hiding.
Yep.
And if you drag your mouse, there'll be like a list of icons there. And you'll have a little blue square bubble kind of thing with
I see this. And what is that going to do?
The one below it is a little green square with a little arrow.
All the naked stuff I have on my desktop. You know?
It's funny.
I'm afraid to click on it. I'm afraid that it's gonna like cancel my thing.
No, click on the green screen share one, and we'll all be able to see it. Yay!
All right, let me see if I can. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, let me open them up before I share screen.
Alora said, "Hide your porn,
Anna." Thanks, Alora. Thanks. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm hiding.
Oh, gosh.
Um,
I love that we've received already 2 thumbs down on this one, because that seems to be like every video that I put out gets 2 thumbs down, every single one, and sometimes even instantaneously. It's not a complaint. It's just that I know that I've got a stalker who happens to be fascinated.
it's consistent.
It's consistent.
All right, guys. So I'm gonna share screen. I hope I'm really nervous. I've never done this before.
I'm so excited.
Screen. Okay. Oh God, this is scary. Okay. Let me. Can you?
It's me. Superstar.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me.
Here we go.
Zoom it out.
Okay. So the margins that you see,
we know you might want to hide that one.
This margin and this margin, you wouldn't see that. The space that's this black space is for when it wraps around the box. So what you would be seeing is this image right here.
Oh, that's kind of like, that looks epic.
Let's see if I can crop it.
Can you blow that screen up? Can you blow that?
I can. Hold on. How do I blow it out?
No, like the whole thing. Like, don't you go up to that little yellow thing and like?
Hold on. View. Maybe it'll view. Okay, hold on. Entire screen. There we go.
That's better. Yes.
So text, you see the text, how it's locking, and this is if you want to have deck and companion book underneath.
Yeah.
I would play with the font size here.
I make it a little bit smaller.
Yeah, because it's just too big. But this is for images. So let's see. This would be the Fool, and then I put you at the top here instead of, if you don't want to have the companion book or mention of it.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
And then let's see. This is what I mean. With the 2 chicks.
With justice.
So this would.
Oh, they all look too good. I don't even know. Stop it.
And hold on. The moon. Ignore the white. Here, hold on. This is annoying me. How do I get out? All right, I gotta crop this. This is annoying me. Sorry guys for the cough.
I love it.
So
I wonder if we use the moon, we could technically try to make the print on the box silver, couldn't we?
You mean to have it here? The whole thing written in silver?
Like just the front, just the title.
The Bonestone and Earthflesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you could, if you would have this black transition at the top, it would stand out. I'm not sure if it would stand out on the actual moon right here. I just the little color from whatever was happening.
7 of Wands is winning for me at the moment. 7 of Wands has kind of got me. What else you got there?
Hold on. And the Magician.
Oh, so beautiful.
There's the Magician.
So emotional.
Don't cry.
Don't worry, I'm not that soppy. I'm just like super stoked.
Beautiful screen. It's kind of like, so you would see, again, that would be the cover, and then the sides, you'd write the name, right? You'd write the same thing. Probably try to keep it simple. Excuse me. What else did you want? You wanted Magician.
The Strength card. Strength.
Oh, didn't I put the Strength card in here?
Nope. Temperance.
I didn't? Oh, okay. Hold on a second.
Hierophant, Hermit.
This is the strength card. I'm in Photoshop right now, so.
Oh, strength looks amazing.
So let's do. Hey, you get to see my ins and workings of Photoshop.
Too bad I don't have a better memory. I'll never remember what you're doing. I'll be called to it one day. What was it that Anna did that time?
There we go.
Okay.
So.
Oh, she's beautiful.
So we'd see that. So there's the strength. Excuse me.
All right. We are also looking at the Ace of Pentacles.
I have to go in the files. Okay, Dropbox.
The Temperance Hierophant.
We're doing the Abyss Tarot. Major. Which one? Ace of what?
Ace of Pentacles.
Okay, Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles.
Oh, that's a bit too light. Doesn't quite give me the darkness that I seek.
I'm just gonna. Let's call this F. So I remember. Okay.
Wow. Not bad. It's not bad, is it?
Can you, how do I?
Hang on. I think my fire's gone out. Oh, you annoyingness.
So, and then on the sides, so this would get cropped. What?
Hang on, I just have to relight my fire. It's being tempestuous right now.
What happened?
My fire, it's cold.
Fire.
My fire went out.
All right, what else did you have? So you had the Hermit, the Moon, the Magician, the Ace, the Hierophant, the Two of Swords. Okay, where's the Two of Swords?
I had the Hierophant, yep. Why don't we try the Queen of Swords?
That would be Minor Swords. Queen of Swords. Wait, is that Hierophant? Yes. Okay. What comes after F? G. One of those moments. All right. Let's delete this one and introduce this one. There's the Queen. And like this area right here is bleed area. So I would have to extend around, and then the type would be on this side somewhere.
Oh, she looks really good on the cover.
This is the lid. Yeah.
She looks really good. What are the people saying? I have to look at the comments. Oh God. Oh God. The Ace of Pentacles. Shit. I've lost a heap of it. The Ace of Pentacles is okay. Love the full box. Okay. We've got, oh my gosh, we've got so much. What's the Ace of Pentacles, lover?
The High Priestess would look really cool.
Yeah, she's my list.
She is naked, so I'm just pointing that out.
Is she? Is that really naked though? I would say she's veiled in.
Well, all right, let's go through. All right, here's the death. Here is, ooh, the emperor would look good, I think. There's the Hierophant. Let's see. Where am I? Here we are. I'm just going to do this for now.
Let's just try every card.
I think the Hierophant has a lot of black in it. I think it's a little dark. It would get swallowed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it does get a little bit swallowed.
You know what I mean? Like some cards are brighter. Like I would have to.
This is true.
Let's see what the.
What about the Nine of Swords?
Nine of Swords. No. Okay. It's gonna be a scary one.
We could try Queen of Pentacles as well. She'd be beautiful.
There's the 9. Let's scale it up.
Queen of Swords looks a Mars on the.
I really like the 9, but I mean, I don't know.
It's a bit dark, isn't it?
It's like it's gonna eat you. If somebody buys this deck and has problems with nightmares, they'll be like,
"Oh no!" All right, let's try Queen of Pentacles. Let's try High Priestess. Let's try the Hermit as well.
Hold on. So let's go to the major. There's the Devil. Oh, what did I do? Oops, wrong one. By the way, you do know where all the artwork is on this, right?
No.
Yes, you should.
My Dropbox keeps telling me that I'm full.
This is my Dropbox. It's not your Dropbox, but you have a link to this. So, you know, if I lose my memory one day, you have access to this. So, all right. There's the High Priestess, and we would kind of move. I mean, she could get blown up like that. But you know what? It's pretty, but she is, you know, naked.
She's like fully nude.
And then we're gonna go through. We're gonna go through.
She's quite beautiful on the cover.
I think so. Yeah. So, okay, let's see. And then the two of Swords, minor swords, 2 of Swords. I can't see any of the comments right now because I'm not into the.
I'm looking at all the comments. The Hermit is coming. Looks amazing. No, not the 9 of Swords. It's too animal-y for this deck. But we had to look at it. We had to see it.
This is the 2. And excuse me, it's a little softer.
Interesting.
I think this would be nice for a book cover.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. It's not the cover. It's not the box cover.
But the book cover. And if you had, you know, whatever name, you know, Bonestone and Earth Flesh. Let's see, what is this? This is the name Tarot. You could have. What did we say? Companion?
Yeah.
Book? Is that one word?
Companion?
Guys, come on. English is my second language.
Language too. We're not great with this aspect. Alora. And put the dead eagle on the front. Alora wants the tower.
Alora, are you trying to sabotage her decks? People will be like, hey, tools. I need my tools. Hold on. I need my Tools, show, view. Where's the view? View. What did I do? What did I do?
I think it's separate. It's a separate thing. It's not companion book, all one word. It's companion book.
No, I know. I'm trying to get out of my view, and I forgot what I did. Let's see if I do this. I got this stupid thing here, and I can't move it. Can I move it? No. Wait. Okay. No.
And I've got to say, this is like fascinating.
There we go. Screen mode. All right. Standard. Okay. Now I can see my stuff. There we go. I was looking for this. Okay. Okay. So companion. I was trying to spell the word companion. That's.
I have to boil some water. That's what the sound is. Yeah, I think that for the cover of the book, the 2 is probably better.
So.
Without setting myself on fire, let's see if I can do it.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I like that. I like it as the companion book cover. I think okay. I'm pretty much sold on one of the majors making the cover and a minor making the companion book.
Yeah. And there was the Hierophant, the Ace, the Magician, the Moon, the Hermit. Did we do the Hermit?
We haven't done the Hermit. We haven't done the Queen of Pentacles.
Queen of Pentacles. Okay, yes. All right. One.
Or Temperance. We haven't done Temperance yet. I'm holding out for Temperance just quietly.
Okay. All right. There's Temperance. I'm gonna remove this. Bring this back. No, not that one. This one. This one. There we go. Okay. There. Can you see it?
Sort of. Oh, that looks wicked.
Bring it down. I gotta bring it down now. Let me save, because I have a feeling if my computer crashes, I'm gonna lose everything that I've just done. But then we can, like, for this one in particular, I think, where is it? The tarot, like the word tarot should be, I don't know, I would go with like a different color font. Maybe green for Bonestone and Earth Flesh.
Maybe red.
Red?
No, red should never be used as a color.
It would be no. That would be a no. But like a green would, you know, kind of stand out. Or I just leave it white. So that's the.
What about like a steely gray?
You could have it silver.
Yeah.
You know, you could have this type here, have it silver. But you see what I mean? Like here, you can read it because the back, you can see my arrow, right, where I'm pointing. Because you have this area in the back that's darker in color, then it would stand out. But if you didn't have that, then you need something to hold it. So, and then let's bring out, you said the queen of, wait, not the queen. Okay, there's the star.
Temperance is looking pretty good, guys. Temperance is looking pretty good.
Lover.
It's got the bone, it's got the stone, it's got the earth, it's got the flesh.
Where is the hermit? The hermit, here it is. Wait. Oh, I see. Wait. I know why I couldn't get that. All right. Here's the hermit. I gotta save this as a JPEG on my desktop. Close it and then open.
The magician looked really good on the box too, though. I liked the magician. I liked the 7 of pentacles, but I don't want to put the minor on the front.
Where'd it go? I thought I just saved it. Where did you go? Where did you go? Hermit. There you go. Okay.
I just sold another deck, folks.
There's the hermit.
Oh, the hermit's beautiful.
And
the hermit looks rad. Oh, this is getting harder. I loved Temperance. I love the hermit. I love the magician.
let's do Queen of.
Oh, she looks so good.
Queen of Pentacles? Is that the one we were talking about?
Queen of Pentacles, yes. Yes. There is exactly 41 copies of the Bonestone and Earth Flesh Tarot deck left. 41.
Oh, boy. Hold on. There we go. I gotta move stuff here. And there. Something like that.
Nah, I don't like it. It's a bit too plain for me.
Okay, so we're gonna go through them, okay?
Okay.
All right. So right now we have, there's the moon. I'm gonna bring her down a little. I'm like annoyed with this white marker here. This is really stressing me out.
You sound like a crazy person talking to yourself, which I totally dig.
This bar here is annoying me, and I'm going to fill it in because it's stressing me out. There. I'm going to bring it somewhere. Somewhere it will not bother me. Haha.
Nice, Medusa.
Okay, so there's the moon. Keep that in mind, okay? You're gonna have to like there's the Seven of Wands, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're gonna play around with what we're saying here. So, but in general, this is how I'm thinking that you have to have like Bonestone and Earth Flesh and then Tarot underneath, because otherwise it's gonna be a very, very. We're gonna play with the size here.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at images right now. So, okay. So there's the 7. I think I only have.
I love the 7. I love the 7.
Keep these in mind because you're you're gonna have to like. All right, and then this is the Magician. There we go. And then.
Oh, he looks good.
Right, oops. Trying to see if I have anything hidden here. Nope, nothing hidden. All right, Magician, and then this one I know has a couple. Okay, so there's the Hermit. Write down the ones you like, and then vote.
You know, I must admit, when I look at the Hermit, my whistle kettle, when I look at the Hermit, it reminds me of the cover of an anthropology book. It doesn't remind me of a specific cover. When I look at it, I just think, you know, something. Oh, the Temperance, just rocking my world.
So that one is the Temperance, and then this one we already talked about. It's going to be more on an inside book cover. And there's the High Priestess. I like the High Priestess, I have to admit.
I like the High Priestess too, but that's the 2 of Swords. Did I miss the High Priestess?
No, it's right here in front of you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that looks pretty rad, hey.
So, and then this one, which we said is too scary. It does have impact, I will say. It will stand out.
I think it was vetoed, dude.
Queen. And so this one got vetoed, so I'm going to delete it so it doesn't stay there. Okay, and then we had the Ace of Pentacles. And then I only had one image there. That's the Ace. The Strength card. Yep. I like Strength too.
Yeah, I really like the Strength card. It's missing just a little teensy punch though.
Yeah, it's softer. So
it's softer.
It's a little misleading in terms of the vibration of the deck, I guess would be the word. And then there's the 2 ladies. Justice. And the Fool card.
Have a look at the Fool.
Right?
Oh, the Fool looks nice.
And do I have anything else? I think that's pretty much it. That's what we have. Yeah, that's it.
Magician, Fool, Temperance.
So I'm gonna get out of here. Screen standard. And I'm gonna go to you guys. So I'm gonna, how do I get out of the screen sharing?
I think you just click on screen share again.
Will it work?
Yep, I can see ya.
Okay. All right.
That was so fun. That was so fun. Wasn't that fun, folks? So we've got some choosies to do. The Fool and the Magician. I'm thinking Fool, Magician, Temperance. I really liked Temperance. I actually really liked the High Priestess as well.
I like the High Priestess. Magician. I did like the 7. The 7.
The 7 was so striking. I needed something in the 7. I needed the same oomph as the 7, but in a major card. What's the same one? Let's go in there and have a look.
What?
Need something like the 7 that has that same oomph, but that is a major card.
Yeah.
And I'm not keen on using the Emperor.
Yeah, the Emperor is the one that's very similar in I guess
Yeah. That's it.
feel.
And I don't want to use the Devil, but that looks really cool too. Yeah, it's hard to determine, isn't it? So many choices. So many good choices.
Yeah,
The Fool is just a beautiful one, isn't it? The Fool is just beautiful. And it kind of sets off the journey. It doesn't tell you too much about the actual deck itself, though.
yeah.
Feeling Temperance. What did I do with the Magician? I've lost the Magician. Oh, here we go. The Queen of Swords looked really nice as well.
I like the Moon. The Moon looked nice too.
Yeah, the Moon looked beautiful. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to choose. All right, we might have to put this up to a bit of a vote. It's voting time. Temperance for the box, Ace of Pence for the book. That could go. It could go that way.
Yeah.
So, of the 3, hang on. Okay, the firm favourites for me were the Magician, which will be A. The Magician will be A. Temperance will be B. The Fool will be C. So Magician A, Temperance B, and the Fool C. For the cover of the box, if you would like to vote for A, B, or C. Oh, B, B. Come on, B. Oh, yep. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, this is hard. This is hard. I'm gonna have to count. Laura, don't be cheap. Oh, we're getting a lot of Bs. I think, without having to actually count, I can see that B has pretty much won.
Which was B again?
Temperance. Temperance for cover?
For the book?
For the cover of the box.
Oh, the box.
Yeah.
What's B? There's a lot of Bs.
Yeah, that's Temperance.
Okay.
So we had Magician A, Temperance B, and the Fool C.
What about the HP, the High Priestess?
We didn't even include her in the vote.
Why? She's sad. She's lonely sitting there.
Okay, who here thinks that we should have considered the High Priestess? Anna's very concerned that she's sad now.
I'm fine with all the images. I'm
but Anna's sad that the High Priestess doesn't get included in the vote. Chris Ann says she has to put some clothes on first. Yeah, she would have been a bit controversial. I really did like Temperance for the cover. I did like Temperance for the cover. But I liked so many of them. Like I have a bit of a, oh, she's got her tits out. Laura has been in Australia for too long.
So, no strength. Strength we said is too kind of soft.
Yeah, beautiful, but very soft.
Very soft. The Ace of Pentacles, you said book.
Yeah, Ace of Pentacles looked good at the book.
And the Queen
looks great on the cover. The Magician looked really good. But you know which one I loved the most for the cover was the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands. I wanted something as striking as the Seven of Wands. That was.
I think. Let me try something. Hold on, and then I'll share my screen.
Okay. in the meantime, it is actually. Oh, it's full moon. It's the full moon. It's my altar's lit. I don't know about you guys. I have sigils chanting right now over there. If you didn't even know, woo!
I'm gonna try something here. Two things. I'm gonna try two things, and then.
All right. Well, while you're trying your two things, I'm going to do a quick full moon reading because it's full moon right now. Is that a sign that we should use the moon?
Maybe.
But you know what? The full moon is in Aries. Is that a sign that we should use the Emperor?
Yeah.
The moon or the Emperor?
I'm putting in the Emperor right now because I'm curious what it's going to look like.
All right. Oh, look at the card that I pulled.
Wait, hold on. What card?
You've got to fight for your right to party. My brief words of wisdom. Despite the pain and suffering that might be encapsulated from past or previous events that may still be charring at the corners or edges of the heart, it's time to let a secret out of its box to better express yourself so that you can actively fight for the right to party. And then the Six of Cups is once again leaning to that lingering of memories. However, it's attempting to turn that Three of Swords, the sorrow of the Three of Swords, into something much more pure. So to take the sting out of it and to think about things from a much more reminiscent perspective.
All right, let me know when you're done.
I'm done with the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is about the soul journey. So the soul journey begins now. What kind of a soul journey are you going to take? So this is the Morrigan jumping in the water, edging towards the promised land. Let's call it that. She's going through the veiled world. This is a beautiful.
I had some issues with the Morrigan after I drew the Morrigan. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
Beautiful. All right. What you got?
Hold on. I'm trying to get that little green thing going. There you go. Share. Okay, we're back here. So I wanted to see, because I remember we used this went for the cartomancer.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to try this to see what it would look like.
Yeah.
And then I tried this one.
Oh.
Oops, there we go. So that would be similar to the 7, kind of. And then I wanted to see death. Why not? So yeah. So that's the closest to your, I think these two, and like, that's the 7, right? So I think that energetically speaking, this one is similar. And this one. The major arcana.
Can you show the temperance again, please?
The temperance, yes. Where is it? Hold on. I have to look for it now. It's not in there, not in there. I think it's in here. Nope. I have to clean my files once we're done here so I know where everything is. Not in there. I work with files. Let me start from there. It's not there. Where'd it go? Is temperance hiding from me? It is. Well, that's just weird. There it is. Okay. All right. There. Yep. Hold on. What happened? What happened?
Oh, yeah. Something happening. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. There. That's temperance.
Oh, so good.
Move it down.
We'll move it down just a smidge. You've got to get that whole bony claw in there.
I'm going to have to reshoot this. If we go with this image, I'm going to have to retake a photo of the actual artwork so I can get more art here. It's cropped from the deck itself, but
yeah, I really like it. I really like it. It's a shame there's no blood in it. Blood makes it pop.
All right.
My husband's coming up to the door. Maybe he can decide.
That one.
What? Oh, she's beautiful too. Gives it doesn't give a good impression of the, and I don't mean good as in good or bad. I mean, it doesn't give the impression of the genuine nature of the deck though.
Yeah. He does.
Hey, Maddie, you want to come and help us? We're just live. My hubby's here.
Hello.
Can you show us temperance again so that he can have a look?
Sure.
The artwork for the box. I'm talking to Anna and 68 other people live.
And Anna's on the computer on the other side of the world playing in Photoshop.
Hi, Anna.
So this is the one that was sort of voted on.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, I thought so as well. So we've got the claw for the bone, we've got the stone, and then we've got the earth flesh and all the greenery. So it kind of does like emulate the same.
Yeah,
it took us so long to decide though because
we go through all
locked in for cover.
So these were our options.
But the hermit looked really nice too.
So we had the hermit, and then we had the temperance. This one we discussed that is going to be a book, possibly, or the ace.
Yeah. We need to have a look at that with the ace. Yeah.
The ace up. And then this was the other option. The high priestess. She is naked, partially.
She's full.
And then this is the Queen of Swords.
She would have looked nice too for the cover, you know.
And then we have the Magician.
Oh, the Magician looks pretty majestic, hey?
And then we have, oh, this is the, never mind. Hold on. The Moon.
Yeah, the Moon looks good.
And we had at the base here somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. The Ace. of Pentacles.
That would have looked nice for the actual cover itself.
And which one's this? This is, we said that this one's too soft, but this was, and then these two ladies. And I'm trying to bring the Fool. There we go. Close this one out. And that's the Fool.
Yeah, the Fool's nice.
I like the Ace of Pentacles. I'll be honest. I think the Ace is nice on the cover too.
Bring it up again.
The Ace, where was it? I need to label these so I don't have to look for them so much. Okay. There you go. It's right here.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all good, aren't they?
Yeah, it's hard to choose. Really hard to choose. Yeah, that's pretty striking.
So,
oh, so good.
oh, did you see the hold on. There was one more that he did not see. Oh, the 7. Did he see the 7?
Let me think of this one, Maddie.
Where's the 7? Where's the 7? The 7, here it is, the 7.
That's the moon too.
Okay, it's in this group here. All right, so that's the 7.
Yeah, I wouldn't know which one.
We got Ace of Pentacles with the skull. We have the hourglass with the hand and then I'm glad I don't have to make the decision.
Oh my gosh, it's so hard. I really like the 7 of Wands.
And yeah, it's not an easy choice to make. Not an easy choice. Yeah, there's the I mean, this one's more standard. I'll be honest. It's a nice image, but it's more standard. Like it's a very. This one's not as standard. Like this, you can see this on the cover of a deck usually.
Yeah.
This not so much right here. The skull, not so much. Where's this? Temperance. Where's the temperance? I lost it again. I'm doing this live, so I have to go back and organize all the files because this is. All right, here we go. Temperance. There we go. I think temperance or skull.
Temperance or skull. All right. Temperance is A, skull is B. So the Ace of Pentacles. You need just the final vote, folks.
I'm going to try and make this easier. All right, ready? So, okay, we're going to toggle. So, there's the skull. There's temperance. Skull. Temperance.
I can't see you toggle. Oh, yeah, I can see now.
Skull. Temperance. Imagine this as a box, and this is the top of the box that you're looking at.
Oh, it's tight. It's tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna exit the screen mode. And let me go back here. Hello.
Yep. I'm getting the temperance feel for the box, and I'm getting the pentacle feel for the book. I think either one are non-typical images as well.
Yeah. Yeah, just so you understand, you're not portraying a soft image for the deck at all. I'm just stating it out there.
Yeah, I'm going to go temperance for cover and pentacle for box cover, pentacle for book cover.
What? Sorry. So you said temperance for the box, skull for the book.
For pentacles for the book.
Yes.
That was very stressful. I don't know if you guys knew, but I got a bit stressed. There's a missing T in the Bonestone.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about that. I was just typing really fast. I have to do the whole thing. I have to redo the measurements and retype the whole thing. And yeah.
She's aware, folks. She's aware.
Spelling is not my forte. So that's why Avalon's going to have to like go through everything that I've typed in.
I'm not the best person for that little job either, just so you know. Laura's going to have to do it. All right, folks. Well, I'm sure many of you want to go off and do ritual because it is exactly the time of the full moon in Aries. And go and get your witch ritual on. In the meantime, we have chosen the cover. We have chosen the cover for the box, and we have chosen the cover for the book. If anything moves me tonight, because as is often the case, when full moon comes into play, you have these dream experiences. And if one other card decides to visit me during that dream, I'm going to pay perfect attention to it. And I will keep you posted of any other shenanigans that may occur on this eve. So we are, and I wanted to wish everyone a blessed equinox as well for the north as you enter your autumnal season, and for us down here in the south, which are entering our bright spring season. So lots of good, beautiful, balanced energy in the air. So let's see if we can't put some of that delicious balanced energy to good use.
We can't see you, everyone. They can only see my pretty face.
Oh, okay. And a pretty face it is. All right, folks. Well, if you haven't already, please know that the Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot Facebook group is cranking away there, and all in between live updates happen there, as well as behind the scenes shares and things of that nature. And yeah, basically it's very exciting. And yeah, that's pretty much all of it. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Every time I look at it, I'm so excited. I'm considering, I don't know if it's ostentatious to do so, but to have the Bonestone be our Coven tarot deck. It could be. And for those who didn't know, I run a digital coven on Patreon. Anybody can join. Self-initiations will take place on the cross quarters between Beltane and Samhain, north and south. So that's a little something there. And so there you have it, folks. Wishing you guys just so much love. Happy full moon, happy equinox. Thank you so much for being present here and helping us sort this business out. We are super excited to get this party started. The next step is Anna and I are actually going to have a Skype session, if ever I can lock one in, with the printer so that we can finalize any further details. There'll be a couple of passes over on the Bonestone guidebook. The images are going to start to be put together. I've got some spreads that I have to still input in there and all of that kind of good business. And then the Bonestone poem is going to be our next our next decision. So in 2 weeks' time, hopefully we can have another bash and we can start to go through all of the Bonestone poems that were submitted and decide exactly what poem is going to make it into the book itself. So as we know, the person whose poem is chosen will also receive a copy of the Bonestone Earthflesh Tarot deck once it's been printed, once I have it to mail out. As a thank you for participating in the creation of the deck itself. It's been so nice to have so much community input into this deck, and I think that that's one thing that actually makes the decks sit aside or separate from so many other decks. Tarot deck creating can be a very insular thing, and this Bonestone and Earthflesh Tarot deck is the absolute first deck to have ever been created in a community feel environment, live on YouTube via live Google Hangouts, and that is one hell of an accomplishment. So Anna and I breaking ground every step of the way. It's like walking on the moon, only it's not. So, all right, let's let Anna pass out because she's unwell, and sending you guys big amounts of love, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Oh.